Ladies and gentlemen, today was the beginning of Barcelona's 26-27 La Liga season as they traveled away to the Estadio Manuel Martínez Valero to face Elche. And let's just say a little bend over and a little smack on that ass. A little manito win today for Barcelona with a brace from Rafinha, a brace from Fermín López, and a goal from Karim Adeyemi. A big 3 points and a great way for Barcelona to start off the season. A great game, and let's not waste any more time and talk about what we witnessed today, ladies and gentlemen. Starting off with the lineup that Hansi Flick decided to go for today with Juan Garcia in goal, backing off Eddie Garcia, Andres Christensen, Gerard Maldini, and Xavi Espart as a left back. Interesting. Midfielder Marc Bernal, Fermín López, Gavi, and on top Lamine Yamal, Rafinha, and Karim Adeyemi. A solid lineup there for Barcelona. Barcelona end the first half with a 2-0 lead with a goal from Rafinha and Karim Adeyemi. Rafinha wins a penalty, gets clipped inside the box, wins the penalty, and steps up with conviction, especially when he's wearing that armband. You know he's just never going to win. Slots it into the bottom right corner for the 1-0 lead for Barcelona. And then Karim Adeyemi, right as the first half was about to end, gets a great goal with a little good link up between Lamine Yamal and Rafinha. Rafinha finds Karim Adeyemi, and Rafinha gets through and slots it in for the 2-0 lead for Barcelona. Besides the 2 goals that we scored in that first half, a pretty boring first half. It wasn't the best first half. We can see that clearly they weren't there 100%, and it's natural. It's the first game of the season. We're not going to be 100%. The chemistry's not going to be all the way there, and it wasn't our best 11 either. So we can't take too much criticism from that first half. Of course, we expect a little bit more because we're FC Barcelona, but besides that, a pretty solid first half, not too bad, not too good. At the same time, Elche pretty much created nothing. They had this one good little play or a little good over the top where if they got a good shot off of that, it probably could have been dangerous. But besides that, Elche created nothing. So at least what we can take away was our defense was pretty solid. But going forward, creating chances, just not much. The only chance we really created was the 2 goals that we got. Besides that, not much. Like we wanted, I needed a little bit more from Lamine Yamal in that first half. Karim Adeyemi and Lamine weren't too involved in that first half. The midfield just wasn't flowing. The only good part that I would say from that first half was Rafinha obviously getting his goal and winning that penalty, and Xavi Espart. I'm not going to waste any more time. Let me talk about the kid. Wow. As we all know, Alejandro Balde was not called up for the squad list for this match. Hansi Flick said before the match started that he told Balde that it was best for him to stay and that they would talk tomorrow about whatever the situation is with Alejandro Balde. But the reason he didn't call up Balde was because he didn't feel that he was 100% there, whatever that means. Of course, Hansi Flick sees these guys every single day in training, so clearly he knows the players and the effort that they're putting in. And we know Hansi Flick loves players that give 100% of themselves, give all their effort to try and help the team, and of course get the best out of themselves. We know Hansi Flick loves those kind of players, and if he's not seeing that with Balde, then it's understandable that he wouldn't call him up, right? Other players like Casado and Hector Ford weren't called up either, but we know that their future is already away from Barcelona. We know that we're eventually going to sell them, but Balde, that was a bit out of nowhere that he really didn't get called up. But clearly we're seeing that Hansi Flick has a new favorite as he tried Xavi Espart today as a left back, and what a game he had. What a beautiful game he had. He was excellent in that first half. He was excellent throughout the whole game. Gets an assist for Fermín López's second goal, and what a pass that was. But man, just how much confidence he has playing at this level at 19 years old. La Masia just does it again, man. We just trust La Masia so much, and clearly these are the players that we develop. What a beautiful game from Xavi Espart. Play him as a right back, play him as a left back, play him in the midfield, wherever. He just feels comfortable. He feels so comfortable. And especially when you get that confidence from your manager and from the players around you, best believe you're going to play your best football, and that's exactly what we saw from Xavi Espart today. What a beautiful match he had today. What a great match he had today, and clearly showing that he's going to be important for Hansi Flick and for Barcelona throughout this season. If we do end up selling Balde, then we have someone that can back up Cancelo, because I still am seeing Cancelo to be our main left back. If considering Hansi Flick doesn't want to change the right back position, I still will see Cancelo is going to be our main left back, but if Cancelo isn't available or we need some rotation, then Xavi Espart will be our guy, because he clearly showed it today. Wow, he was excellent today. Had the joint most defensive contributions. Wow, what a game from Xavi Espart. Kudos to the kid. Steps up massively, and again, will be massive for us in this season. But again, besides the first half, nothing else really much. Now, nothing much else to take away. Besides the fact also that Gavi had come out with an injury. As of now, I'm not seeing any reports on how serious the injury is for Gavi. He came off pretty upset and looked very emotional as well. It looked like some tears were coming out of his eyes. Rafinha had told Gavi, can you continue? Can you come on, just come on, play, just continue, come fight. But Gavi's like, nah, bro, I can't continue anymore. And then Pedri came in for Gavi just as the first half was about to end. But Gavi had touched his right knee. Again, hopefully it's nothing serious. I really hope it's nothing serious. But if it is, man, so unfortunate, man. I feel so bad for Gavi. I was expecting the season to be one for Gavi to really show up for Barcelona and show how important he can be. In the World Cup, he played the first game. Besides that, didn't really get much minutes at all. And I was hoping, after becoming world champions, after coming from such a high, that could be his season for Barcelona to really showcase himself of the once talent that we saw in his early days at Barcelona, right? But man, it's unfortunate. Again, I've not seen anything as of late as to how serious the injury is. I saw him after the game walking on the pitch again, so he looks like he can walk and everything. But I mean, at the same time, this is a good hindsight of finally of getting Rodri because clearly things like this can happen where we see them that can be 100% good, but it's very unpredictable. They can come down with an injury at any time, especially someone like Gavi who suffered a major injury. So now we have the likes of Rodri, we can have some good rotations in there. But yeah, so unfortunate for Gavi. Pedri had to come in for him in that before the first half ended. But besides that, nothing much else to take away from the first half. But the second half, completely different story in the second half because we just completely and utterly dominated Elche, where we just bend them over at that point. Score another 3 goals. Rafinha gets his second goal. Fermin gets a brace. What a second half that was. But it all changed when the super subs came in with Anthony Gordon and Dani Olmo. The moment Anthony Gordon and Dani Olmo come in, boom, immediate impact. Dani Olmo with a great run on the left-hand side, finds Anthony Gordon through, and Anthony Gordon with a great pass for Rafinha to just bang it in for the second goal. A beautiful goal, an immediate impact from the super subs. And then later, once again, Anthony Gordon. What a beautiful pass that was from Pedri to find Anthony Gordon. Anthony Gordon, unselfish. I was expecting him to shoot there. I really was expecting him to shoot there to get his first goal for Barcelona. He's like, nah, I'll get the assist. And that's what I love. I love that. I love that. We love that. Players that fight for the team, that give it all for the team, not for themselves. We absolutely love that. Anthony Gordon with a great sweaty for Fermin to slot it in for his first goal of the match. Fermin, for the most part, in that first half was quiet. He had his moments. He was good, putting good effort. He was fiending for that goal, and he gets that goal thanks to Anthony Gordon. So unselfish from Anthony Gordon. And then again, Xavi Esport with that beautiful pass from Xavi Esport with that beautiful pass to Fermin. Fermin with a great turn and bangs it in, an easy goal for his brace. And then Barcelona end the game 5-0. But that second half was just complete domination. Elche, they had some good chances. I think the clearest ones was one where they hit the post from a shot from outside the box where they hit the post. Unfortunate for them. And the second one where they got through on goal. And then Joan Garcia coming up big and showing us how important he will be for this team. What a beautiful save that was from Joan Garcia. But besides that, Elche really couldn't create much. We were just so dominant in that second half. We were running through them. The super subs that came in just helped us out massively. And Barcelona just banged it out in that second half to get the dub and end the game tranquilo. I was really hoping that Hamza could have came into this match to see, how we can do with the number 9. But when Anthony Gordon and Dani Olmo came on for the likes of Karim Adeyemi and Yamal, and Gordon played basically as our number 9. Rafinha switched to the right hand side, and then Dani Olmo and Fermin pretty much they were switching off in the left hand side. But we got a good glimpse as to what the rotations can be when we, consider we don't have a proper number 9, what the rotations can be and where Hansi Flick trusts these players to play. Like with Anthony Gordon playing as our number 9 and the great runs that he had. That run that he had for the assist for Rafinha's goal. What a run that was. At first I thought he was offside. Like, what am I thinking? He was onside with a perfectly timed run on our half as well. Wow. But that pass from Pedri just coming. Game changer like always. But we saw today Anthony Gordon play as a number 9. He did great, and Dani Olmo did great when he came on. Joao Cancelo, when he came on, he was a bit I don't know. He was giving up the ball quite easily. I don't know what he was doing there. And Jules Koundé really just came on to kill off the game. But besides that, what a beautiful second half. Everyone did excellent in the second half. No complaints whatsoever. The only complaint I can really give is Lamine Yamal's performance. I think Lamine Yamal is the only one that really comes away from this game disappointed. And obviously, he was very disappointed when he came off. I don't know. Lamine attempted, he tried, but nothing was working for him. Just nothing was working for him. It was unfortunate. He could have gone with an assist today as well when he made that beautiful Travella pass to Rafinha. Rafinha just messed it up there. But besides that, Lamine just didn't do enough in this game. He was getting double teamed. Yes, it's understandable. Getting double teamed is never easy. But at the same time, we know Lamine Yamal pretty much most times can handle that pretty easily. We've seen it multiple times, but today just wasn't his day in the office. Hansi Flick saw that he wasn't having the best performance. He took him off, and we saw on the bench how upset Lamine Yamal was, which is understandable. He always wants to play, and he understood also that he had a poor performance. But hey, it's the first game of the season. I'm not going to take too much away from that and say that he's washed or anything. That's clearly over exaggerating. But it's the first game. We'll have to see how he progresses through the rest of the season. But clearly, even from the World Cup, we had some games where he wasn't having the best performances. I don't know if it's a mental block. I don't know what it is, but hopefully it's something that he can fix up soon. But besides that, again, everyone was excellent today. No complaints whatsoever. The defensive line was excellent. Christensen, listen, I've praised Christensen multiple times throughout this channel, but of course the main problem with Christensen always been, can he stay fit? And clearly in these last 2 seasons under Hansi Flick, that was not the case. Hopefully, I beg he can stay fit. I beg he can stay fit for this season because I believe he will play a huge part for Barcelona, especially since we don't have Araujo anymore. With the depth in the back line is it's not looking the best, especially if we get rid of Balde. Hopefully, Andres Christensen can stay fit and play a major part for Barcelona this season. But I don't know, man. I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised the next game he just comes out with an injury out of nowhere, man. Or in training he just comes out with an injury like it tends to be in the past. But hopefully that's not the case. But the whole back line was excellent. Eder Garcia, he made one incredible tackle in that second half. Excellent game from every single one in the back line. Bernard, pretty solid game. Made some good recoveries, made some good balls. Not a bad performance today from him. Gavi didn't have the best performance. Fermin got the brace, great effort, great runs. Like we know what we get from Fermin. I'm sure this season he's going to absolutely kill it, especially again after not being able to play in the World Cup. Such a bummer for him after going out with an injury. I'm sure he's fiending to want to kill it this season, and I'm sure that's what we're going to get from Fermin. I'm expecting a generational season from Fermin and Karim Adeyemi. Again, there were moments where he looked sloppy on the ball, not the best as in that first half, but the one thing that I loved about him is his effort, the effort that he puts in, the willingness to fight and always fight for his teammates, come back, track back to defend, always make great runs. We know how quick he is, and there were moments where he made some good passes, had some good link-up plays, but there were also moments, he struggled a bit, which is natural. It's his first game in La Liga, especially away from home. It's natural. He's not gonna be fully there in his first ever game, right? But I'm expecting him to build up even better, especially with the way that he's going to better his chemistry with the rest of the teammates, and of course with the trust with Hansi Flick. And I'm sure Karim Adeyemi will be a great player for us. But the effort and the work that he put in today, incredible for him. And to end it off, Rafinha, man. My copy, your copy, our copy. I love Rafinha. We love Rafinha. And like I said in my expectations for this 26-27 season, I'm expecting a huge season from Rafinha because last season, when it wasn't the best season for him, he struggled in terms of, especially when it comes to injuries. Hopefully that's not the case this season because a fully fit Rafinha, we know how important he is. We know how important he is for this team, how intelligent of a player he is, how much of a great captain he is, and how clinical he can be. And I'm expecting a great game, a great season from Rafinha this season. Hopefully that is the case. But guys, overall, a beautiful game from Barcelona, a beautiful way to start off the season, a 5-0 victory, showing to the world, hey, we're here to retain our title. We're not here to play games. We are not here to play games. We want the 3P. We want the 3P. And today we showed how much we really want the 3P. And again, this is not even our best 11. We still have to wait for Rodri. We still have to wait for Joao Cancelo to be fully in there. We have to, Cobarsi didn't play today. Again, I was disappointed Hamza didn't play today. I really wish Hamza could have played today, get some minutes for him, but I'm sure he'll get his minutes. We know Hansi Flick likes him. And yeah, Pedri didn't start today. We still have to see who's going to be the main left winger for Hansi Flick, who's going to be the main striker for Hansi Flick. Clearly, this was not his best 11, but we'll see, especially getting closer to when we have to play Champions League level, who is going to be his best 11. What are the players that are going to be his best 11 for the big games and for the important games? We'll have to see. But yeah, guys, let me know in the comments what you guys thought about the game. A great way to start up the season. How you guys are feeling for the remainder for the rest of the season after this incredible game. How you guys are feeling about the players. Let me know all those things down in the comments below. Make sure to like, subscribe, favorite, hit the notification bell for every time you upload. Share to your friends, love football, and I'll see you guys in the next video whenever that is. Much love. Take care. God bless and peace.